Hey guys, Illa here. This is going to be a pretty down-to-earth, real, hopefully a raw video that answers the question, how hard is actually running a successful online business? I've got a few businesses. One has done 7 figures and the other has done 6 figures. They both are doing quite well, but I want to talk with you today about actually the day-to-day. How hard is it to actually run an online business? I want to make this video because I see so many people get into this mentality that it's push button easy to make and grow a successful online business. When it comes to e-commerce, right, drop shipping, all of the gurus out there are teaching a very fragile, in my opinion, it's a very broken business model because there's a lot to it that they don't teach. They just teach how to make a sale and how to make revenue. And honestly, being able to produce revenue is not enough to have a successful business. Now, you can agree with me or disagree with me on this, but I know from firsthand experience, there's a lot of issues that I have in my business that aren't about creating revenue or even profit. There's a lot of stuff that you need to know when it comes to being able to read bank statements, financial statements. There's a lot of things you need to start learning and understanding about taxation law. There are problems that you don't have when you're just starting out. As your ability to make money grows, then your knowledge around the actual business structure and how the business kind of operates and legally operates is really important as well. For today, for example, I just got hit with pretty high 5-figure bill that I didn't know was coming. I'm not going to say exactly what it was, but it was from a legal point of view. I more or less didn't cross an I or dot a T with one of my business documents, got hit with a very significant fine, right? My business got fined quite a lot of money. I'm just left kind of in shock being like, oh my God, like that's a lot of money. You know, I'll obviously still be able to pay for it and stuff like that, but is an example of a problem that I would never have had if I didn't have an online business. Being hit with such a high bill, woke up this morning, opened my phone, had a look at my emails, and I see this fine sitting there for 5 figures, quite a hefty bill. And it just makes you realize, you know, like there's a lot more to actually owning and operating a successful online business than just being able to make a sale. Obviously, when you start out, you have to know how to make a sale to even have any kind of business. In terms of profit, you need to be able to make sales, right? But there comes the point where making sales isn't the challenging part. The challenging part is keeping the money that you actually make, right? Because there's people, there's the government, everybody's trying to take your money away from you. It's a different skill set, a skill set that quite frankly, you're not really qualified to have when you're just starting out, but you need it and you must force yourself to become that different person as your business grows. Your brain skills need to grow alongside your business skills. So as your business grows, your brain skills and your knowledge needs to grow about other things, not just making revenue, but actually how you can keep more of the revenue that you make. It's honestly not as easy to own and run a successful online business as people make it out to be, right? You know, everyone's posting the photos and the success stories and all of that, but you have to understand that's just a snapshot. It's a snapshot of their best moment or one of their best moments. It's a highlight reel. There's definitely ebbs and flows. Some days are phenomenal, everything is going well, and then there's other days like today where you wake up and some massive bill hits you smack in the face. You just kind of left a little bit shattered, being like, you know, it took me X amount of time to make that revenue. Now I'm pretty much giving it back. It sucks, but that's the mentality you have to have. You have to have a lot of grit when you want to build a successful online business, right? You have to have a really tough mindset. You know, people who get hit at the beginning phases, they get hit with the smallest hurdle and then they quit. Those people were never going to make it, okay? And that's why, you know, a lot of people don't make it online because they get hit with the small hurdles and it stops them. They get hit with that small hurdle and they can't get past it. Mate, you haven't even started to get hit with some of the real problems yet. And I know for a fact that as my business continues to grow, the problems I'm currently facing now are going to pale in comparison to the problems that I will face later on. As my business continues to grow, so will my problems, right? So don't let the little problems that you face now really affect you, because understand that you have to be able to get past them. It's a prerequisite of this business. If you can't solve problems, this is not the thing for you, right? You have to be able to solve problems. You have to be great at facing adversity, getting past it, working out a way to move past it. And that's the mentality you have to have. Take it from me, I might be a little bit further down the road than you. There's people who are further down the road than me in the journey. The problems they face are far bigger than the problems I'm facing, and the problems I face may be bigger than the problems that you're facing. The problem that I face today, for example, I'm not gonna let it worry me too much or slow me down too much or let it, really affect my mental state too much, because I know that if I do, every future problem that I face, it will be harder. Develop that mentality, that habit to just push past those hurdles that you face. Wanted to share a bit of raw reality with you, what it's like to actually build, own, and operate a successful business. It's not as easy as people make it out to be, but it is worthwhile. Yes, I face problems like today. Today sucks for me, to be quite honest, right? Had a bad day, got this bill, but I don't want it to let me get me down too much. Even though it sucks, don't let it get me down too much. Keep focused, keep moving forward, because I know that it is worth it. It has been worth it. It's allowed me to change my life and live life how I want to live life. The ups definitely make up for the downs. Hopefully this resonates with some of you guys out there that just think that it's a walk in the park, because it's not. People make it out to be a walk in the park so they get you to buy their stuff. Obviously that's what you want to do. You don't want to, in a sales message freaking talk about how hard it is. No one's going to buy your thing, and then you're never going to get them the results that they want to get anyways. I digress. Just keep that in mind moving forward. If you want any help at all building, growing, or scaling your online business, click the link that's above or below this video. We can get on a friendly call, hopefully work together. We'll just see if we're a good fit to actually work together. If we are, awesome. If not, no hard feelings. I would love to speak with you regardless. Love to know kind of where you're at and what you're doing. That's it for this video, guys. Talk to you soon. Bye.